And so want to get back here with this video. We went to a yard sale, and there was these people are storage unit buyers. I hit up their yard sale whenever they have them. They said they haven't really bought too many units recently, and the last time I had gone there, I kind of didn't go through as thorough as I could, and so I went a little bit better, but they still said they had more that were not out. I paid $40 for these 3 bags, so let's just go through them real quick. So we have Jeff Hardy, My Life, My Rules. There was a lot of wrestling ones there, and you would think wrestling does well, but they're usually like $5 to $10 when it's like the 2000s stuff. You need earlier like VHSs. Those are worth pretty good. The DVDs, they're alright. We have a lot of them, but we sell them here and there. But Jeff Hardy, My Rules, I paid 50 cents for the DVDs, and I paid a quarter for the VHS, so pretty good prices here. We have the history of the championship. So one thing that is nice, we do have a Elm Eco Pro 2, so we are able to go through and clean the disc when needed. Before, that would stop us from buying a lot of stuff, but now we have that, and that thing is good. We did get the black pads. They're supposed to be a mirror finish. If you know the machine, that helps out a lot. Running Man, I just picked it up because it was a quarter. It is worn, and it is the Avid release, but there you go. I pick up whenever I can find them, these Blockbuster cases. So we have Tourist Trap with Daniel Stern, and this one is from 2001. So that's pretty cool. I'm sure you remember these cases here. Also recommended. This is before, Netflix could tell you what to recommend. Safety Patrol, Bushwhacked, and Camp Nowhere. Mars Attacks. This one sells for like $5 to $7. So we picked this one up whenever we can find it. We don't find it that often though. Super Troopers, great movie. I don't know how much it's really worth. Probably around $5. Again, that was a quarter. We have Mommy Dearest. I don't really ever find this movie, so that was cool to find. Hudson Hawk with Bruce Willis. This one has a little bit on it, so that's good. Ride with the Devil. I don't know this movie, so I just grabbed it because it was one I never really come across. I do that often too. If I don't come across the movie really, I'll just buy it anyway without ever looking it up. I mean, it's 50 cents. The Breakfast Club. This is the high school reunion collection, so I don't know how much that is worth. We have this one here, The Secret Life of Bees. Again, it's one I've never really heard of. So there was a bunch of these Tyler Perrys, and so I just grabbed them all because I was going to make a lot. Around $25 or so, maybe $20. And they said they didn't have much people come to the yard sale, and their son was helping me out there, and he kept going, "You're buying all these movies?" I'm like, "Yeah." Alright, there we go. We have Shanghai Noon, Shanghai Nights. So a lot of times, if you're not really scanning the movies, I will just buy them if there's 2 movies in one. That seems to do well. So that is an idea. When I was a kid, though, me and my buddy, we went and saw Shanghai Noon, and we really liked it back then. I watch it here and there. I haven't seen it in a while. We have Weird Science. That one does pretty good on VHS. I don't know if we've ever really listed it on DVD. We have a Short Circuit 1 and 2. This was just a weird one. Gang Wars soundtrack. I guess it's a CD. This is Echo Bridge. Outlaw Justice. It does have Willie Nelson, Travis Tritt, Chris Christopherson, and Waylon Jennings. So there you go. Rocky Horror Picture Show. We find that a lot on VHS. We have Valley Girl. This is that heavier, thicker case. Cool to find that. It's not a movie you really find much on DVD. Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Me and my buddy used to watch that a lot when we were younger. He had like 15 movies, so we always watched the same ones. Empire Records, Fast and the Furious. He had The Hitcher, Up in Smoke. I mean, I can't remember what these other ones are. Joyride, Randy Orton, The Evolution of a Predator. I feel like we had that one before. The Click Rules. So yeah, a lot of, I was interested in this one. I was like, Bad Blood, the Shawn Michaels. Maybe that's a little bit better than those thicker ones there. I thought for sure this would be good. Undertaker 20-0. It is a little rough, but it was like $7. Final Count, Anywhere, Stone Cold. Kane. That one might be alright. Right here, this is it. 'Cause Stone Cold said so. Stone Cold was the man when I was in like 6th grade. We have just this Pirates movie here. You know, sometimes these like kind of off-brand movies where it's like a double. They don't sell for much. They're like $5-7. Sometimes 10. There'll be like 50 movies in there, 25. But we do sell them. So before I would never pick them up, but now I pick them up a little bit more. When you put stuff up, it sells. 3 Million Motorcycles. I've been picking up these weird motorcycle ones. I do have another one here. It was called Street Fighters. That I had picked up recently from another buy. I did not record that one, I don't believe. But these ones are all pretty clean. That one I paid, was it $45? And it was a lot of movies. It was boxes full and bags full. And they just said, oh, we've been in the storage unit, or in our shed, and we're going to put stuff in the shed, and went out there and there's all these DVDs. We no longer want them. Custom Cars. We got Hellboy on Blu-ray. So that's cool. You don't find a lot of Blu-ray out there. Escape Plan. But when I looked over a few of these, they weren't really worth that much. This one is sealed, but again, it's like $5. Raw 2010. Predator 1 and 2. Sometimes when I find Predator, I'll lot them up on VHS, and they sell for like $7 or something. Rocky Picture. This one's like 10, so that's cool. I thought this was going to be pretty good. I think it's like 10 to 15. But Lee Van Cleef and Yul Brynner, the Sabata trilogy. I had never heard of this. Looks pretty good though. Dawn of the Attitude. I don't think I actually meant to buy this movie. It somehow got in there. King of the Ring. Where is he? No Jerry Lawler. This one says Black Cinema. Thought that could be something. It was like $5. This one here, we got Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey. We have a McMahon. We have this Harlem Globetrotters, which I looked up, was like $5. And this one did not have the DVD in there. My bad. We have this Lee Van Cleef. You know, sometimes when you look up titles there on like Therapy, which now it says like product research, you will see like movies you never heard of that are worth a bunch. And you're like, well, that's not the movie I'm looking for, but I wish I had that one. But sometimes I'll see these westerns on there and they sell pretty good. American Graffiti. This one is sealed, a little torn there, but cool movie. Me and my dad used to watch that a lot when I was younger. We have Crash Madness, Monster Jam. Those can do well on VHS and DVD. We have this Farscape Blu-ray. That one's heavy. We did sell like a Farscape sealed DVD. That was pretty good. I believe we had this one before. Truck Jam, Roadhouse, which feels it feels light. So there you go. Messed up twice. Army of Darkness. There used to be a guy, Norm. He sold DVDs and VHSs and stuff, but you don't really see them out there much. We have Tremors, A Cold Day in Hell. I did find a copy of this recently at Big Lots before it started shutting down. Little Monsters. This movie's worth decent on VHS. The one time that we had found it on VHS, we sent it and it got crunched in the mail. So we've sold like 7,000 items. We probably had like 4 VHS get crunched. Not all of them were VHS that we sold, but a good lot of them. We have Renegade. I just thought this was a later on release, so I just grabbed it for a quarter. 2004. We have Brotherhood 3, Young Demons. This is a blockbuster one. We have Drowning Pool from 2002. This one is from Fremont. This slip in there looks a little bit older. I don't know that movie. These are Bolos, Kill Bill, 1 and 2. It's about 40, 50, maybe 60 bucks. If you can find them both together, that's probably around 15 to 20. I have found those numerous times. One time I went and there was like 2 at the same thrift store and they're a quarter each. So that was cool. Recently we found Kill Bill Volume 2 2 times recently, so that was good. There you go, double feature. Deuces Wild. This is from Dollar General. Technically it's sealed, but it's in rough shape. We just sold this one recently. I did watch this movie. It does have Frankie Muniz in there. I thought it was actually pretty good. It's like grown up in 50s in New York, you know. Your block is your block, and you got to protect it. So, good movie. The Story of Edge. I was surprised to see this. Mario Bros. It is rough, but it is in there. Yeah, it's rough. But for a quarter, I think that's around like 20 or 30 bucks. Hand That Rocks the Cradle with Rebecca De Mornay. She does a lot of these like thriller movies, and I finally watched this. It was actually pretty good. She's a little bit of a psycho lady, so knock around, guys. You know, I never actually watched this. It's funny to see Seth Green in there and Vin Diesel in a movie that's not Pitch Black or Fast and the Furious. These ones here, was it Red Shoe Diaries? We've sold these here and there. We have Shaft, the one with Samuel L. Jackson. I don't know if that one's really worth much, but I do remember when I was a kid and I went to stay at my friend's house and he was like, hey, let's rent a movie to watch. And it was where we just ordered it off the TV. And we ordered Shaft. Kazam. You would think that the slip sleeve would be worth more than the clamshell. I don't know. We have American Werewolf in Paris. It's like $5. And then we have this movie Foxfire with Angelina Jolie. I came across this one other time. It's about $10. So there you go. That was a stack of stuff for $40. I think we did pretty good. There were some cool ones in there. A few movies that we never came across. But when you've been, selling so many movies for a while, you see the titles over and over, and you're like, all right, that one's one, that one's one. So some cool movies. And even I mess up and get a case without the movies in them. And what I was happy about, I was like, sweet, we got Roadhouse. Because I had another copy of it that I was keeping for myself. And I was like, cool, I can list this Roadhouse. But it wasn't in there. Alrighty.